talk about how to operate a CNC mill to produce a part. Here are a few of the steps that are needed to operate a CNC mill. First and foremost, safety. Then we need to power up the machine. After the machine's powered up, we need to home it out and run a warm-up cycle. We need to load the tooling and the work holding device. Then we need to load the material, which is the part we're going to cut, upload the program, confirm our offsets, and run the machine. First and foremost is safety. Our personal protective equipment, there's a few examples here on the screen. Steel-toed work boots, safety glasses, we need to roll up long sleeves, tie back our hair, get rid of any loose jewelry, watches, earrings, necklaces, anything that might get caught in a rotating spindle. Next, we need to power up the machine. The machine needs to be under electrical power in order to cut any material. So the first thing we need to do is walk to the back of the machine. At the back of the machine there will be a switch located, and it will look like the top image we have here in the slide. Inspect the switch before rotating it. Make sure it's not damaged. Make sure there's no lockout tagout. If there's any of these, do not operate the machine and contact maintenance personnel immediately. If all is clear, the switch looks good, go ahead and turn it 90 degrees to the left. This will turn on the main power from the machine, from the breaker box. Once you've done that, walk back to the front of the machine and refer to the image below here in the bottom of the screen. Press the green power button. This will power up the main controller of the machine. Home and warm-up procedures. I like to refer to this as, you're not going to get in your car and drive to California without warming it up and checking oil. The same thing is with the machine. After you power it up, walk around it, check the oils, check the filters, run a warm-up cycle. Most machines come from the factory with a warm-up cycle already uploaded into it. So follow all those steps, and if you have any questions, refer to the user's manual. We'll give you a step-by-step process on how each specific machine is warmed up and the proper oils and the filters used for that machine. Tooling and work holding. In order to cut a part, you have to be able to hold the part, and you have to have tooling to cut it. Both of these are very important elements. First and foremost, refer to your setup sheet. With every CNC program, there should be a setup sheet. On this setup sheet, it will describe what tools you need to cut the part that needs to be manufactured and how it needs to be held. A lot of times when powering up a machine, you need to be sure there will be sometimes a leftover fixture or work holding device in there. Refer to your setup sheet and make sure it's a proper one. If it is not, go ahead and switch it out and index it in within 1/1000th of an inch. After you have the work holding device set up, then move on to your tooling. Make sure they're the proper work holding devices, make sure they're the proper tools for the job, and upload them into the tool changing machine. Next, we need to load the material. We have to have material to make a part, and a lot of times this is raw material from a factory or a forgery. Once again, you want to make sure this material is clean, burr-free, and seated into the work holding device correctly. If it is not, a few things could happen. You could scrap the part, you can dislodge it from the work holding device, and this could cause injury or a lot of other machine malfunctions. Uploading a program. Programs can be uploaded multiple ways, whether using a USB drive, uploaded from a network, a flash card, a 3.5-inch floppy, or if it's a dinosaur of a machine, as I like to refer to, there's previously used punch tape, which had ancient CNC programs on it. This is not common in today's technology, but they still are out there occasionally. Be sure that you're uploading the correct program that is called out on the setup sheet with the latest revisions that correlate directly with the blueprint of the part. This information should be called out on the top line of the CNC program that is necessary to run the part. Follow all upload procedures if you have any further steps with the machine manual. After uploading, run through the program and make sure there is no errors. One of the last steps before you're ready to run is confirm offsets. Offsets refer to tool lengths and part origin. Use your blueprint to see if there is an origin point located on it. If there is, locate the XY Cartesian coordinate system to that point using an edge finder or an indicator. The tool offsets. Use a scale and a dial indicator to check the tool work offsets with what is shown on the tool work offset page, which is the blue image here. After all these steps have been completed, you're ready to press go and hold on tight, as I like to say, or manufacture the part. It is always recommended when running a new part to do a dry run. This is essentially, to run a dry run, you run it 2 inches above the part, and this is done by a simple work shift in the offset page. This is just to ensure that you're not crashing the part, the program is correct, and after this is done, you can proceed to run the part in full production 100% mode. And just some closing thoughts. Be sure to always use safety, and as an instructor once told me, if you do not have time to do it right, you do not have time to do it over. So be conscious of your machine, be conscious of your surroundings, and invest as much knowledge as you can into your manufacturing process.